Hey everyone, it's Theo here with another quick video. It's Tuesday, August 1st. You know what that means. It's the best day of the month because that means we have a new trading post to check out. So I've been real busy with work actually, and a lot of other things going on. So in all honesty, I haven't even looked at anything as far as what's coming up in this month's trading post. So I figured, why not make a short little reaction video where I just go check out the trading post, not seeing anything on Wowhead or Twitter or anything about what's coming, and just do a little bit of reaction, see how this month's looking compared to some other months we've had so far. I do have to say that I do think the trading post has to be one of the best things that has been added as a more casual player to Dragonflight. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what we have. First of all, let's get our trader tendies, our 500 tendies, just for showing up. Our handout tendies. And let's see what we've got going this month. All right. So you see, I froze the insect mount from last month. As a druid, I'm always hesitant to spend money on mounts because I'm usually going into flight form. So I'm usually saving these and just seeing if I ever want to get them. With them bringing dragon riding into the old world, most likely, maybe I will start investing more into mounts and caring about them. But really, once they make druids be able to use dragon riding as in their flight forms, then all bets are off. There's no way I'm going to use a mount ever again. But yeah, so let's see what else we have. So we have the Fury of the Fire Lord. Is this a repeat? Or I'm not sure how I already have this. Pretty cool looking mace though. I do already have that, so not something that we're too interested in. Ancestral cleft hoof. Sorry. I actually do kind of dig this mount. Especially as a Tauren, I found a lot of the trading post transmogs and things just haven't really been things I have been too interested in with my Tauren main. I actually do kind of like the idea of getting a new cleft hoof mount for my Tauren, so definitely something that I'm interested in. Alabaster Storm Talon. See, this is kind of exactly what I'm talking about. I look goofy as hell. I'm way too big for this mount. Obviously, this is an alliance focus mount. So I guess I shouldn't complain too much that the Tauren it even says alliance only. So not something that I should even be considering. The Spirit of Competition. I'm actually surprised I don't already have this. I thought that wasn't this from one of the Olympics, like way back in MOP. I thought I would have had that, but I guess not. Or maybe that this is a TCG mount or a TCG pet as well. I usually really don't care about pets. That's one of the things that when it came out, I thought I was gonna absolutely love. And when it first did come out, I did do a lot of pet battling, but I'm not too into the pet battle. So this is another thing that I'm kind of like, meh. Oh, here we go. So I see what they did. They gave us the Alabaster Storm Talon and Thunder Wings for each of us. I'm not sure how I feel about this. It just, I know it's not true, but it almost looks like a half-baked, like a half-baked mount. It's just no color on it, and it just looks kind of like what you would see like a half-made model before they start going in and design it. Maybe it's just me not playing on ultra graphics, but I've got to say between these two mounts, I am a little let down. Oh, ethereal. You summon ethereal for 10 minutes to transfer. Oh, I thought this was the toy to. I thought this was the toy that allowed you to transform into another character. Or sorry, an old boss. I love that toy. It's a toy that our raid leader has actually banned from progression fights because he can't stand seeing all of the raid bosses yelling their various taglines during the fights. But it's something that I actually very much enjoy. But it looks like this is just to get a transmog. Not something I don't change my transmog too much, so not really too interested. Shield. If I had a warrior, maybe. I do have a paladin and a shaman that could technically use these, but not really the vibe I'm going for with either of their transmogs. So gonna pass on that for sure. Let's see. Blade of Brutal Sacrifice. In Hakar's name. I actually don't mind this dagger too much. Probably not for any transmogs I'm doing. Again, I'm a healer main. This is definitely not a healer dagger. I could see myself rocking this on a priest though if I was going shadow, or definitely obviously a warlock. I do like this the stripes here on the side of that dagger. A nice little touch. Something that I would be interested in, but probably not gonna buy for this. We do have something similar, a similar vibe going with this Spirit Blade, but again, a sword, not something again I'm too interested in. And we also have another sword. Oh, I do really like this though, the Aquamarine Fellfire Spirit Split Blade. This is something that I would definitely mess with if I had someone that used a sword, maybe on my Death Knight that I barely play. Crown of the Eternal Winter. Again, this is another prime example of why the trading post is kind of funny on Torn, because this just looks kind of goofy. I do like the animation. It does look a little better once that animation kind of goes through and it covers your face. Makes you almost look like a tiger there, but or like a snow leopard, something like that. I like that, but again, not something I'm gonna get super excited over. Hood of the Hungering Darkness. This, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me what's the season, the TBC season of Warlock PvP gear. Someone in the comments can probably tell me exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know if it's season 3 that I'm thinking of, but there was a maybe I'm even thinking, maybe it's one of the Wrath seasons. I remember back when I played Warlock way back in TBC and in Wrath. There was one set in particular that I absolutely loved, and this is reminding me of a very much updated version of that with the red and the black and just the covered face. If I was playing Warlock, maybe this would be something I would definitely scoop up. Again, another shield. I would if I do like the aquamarine color. I would definitely rock something like that. That combination. Obviously, can't do that on my main, so I'm not going to be spending tendies on that just for something that looks kind of cool. Okay, I can see. I don't know. Maybe for like a paladin, I could see someone rocking this. Going for like a blue, frosty looking vibe. But definitely not my vibe. This I think is a little bit more something that I would definitely see like a what's the judgment set for paladin, tier 2 or 3. That classic paladin set that everyone's always rocking. I could see this being a nice addition to that, but nothing that I would run on any of my characters. Bow, we always get bows, and I couldn't care less as someone who doesn't have any characters that can use a bow. So, we'll just skip right through that. Oh, um, this dagger has a lot going on. Um, Shard of the Frozen Secrets. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think if I would run this on if I would use this transmog on any of my characters. And again, I can't really see it being something that gets me too excited. Um, this these are the kinds of the transmogs that I end up spending most of my money on, most of my tendies on. Um, these red gloves obviously look a little silly on this transmog, but I do just like having things like this because it really helps when you're making a transmog to kind of fill things out. And I'm actually pretty sure it's something I'm doing something. Oh no, those are just the gloves, but yeah, this is something that I could definitely see working with a transmog, and at only 100, I think this is something that I would definitely be interested in. I do love. I think before we keep going, I gotta say my favorite thing that they've added in any of these trading posts have been these ensembles of with these cloaks and these hoods. I think that they're just so versatile to throw into different transmogs. And so whether we're going with the blue, and I think we've usually only gotten, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe in the past we've only had one color each season or each month now that I'm thinking about it, but it looks like we're getting two different colors. That means it'd be a 400 gold commitment for everything, but I think that's usually what I end up spending the first amount of my tendies on. We get the same thing that we already had, but in blue. Again, something I'd be really interested in. And then we have two different shields. Again, if I was playing a shield class, maybe on my shaman, but even then, this isn't a very shaman feeling shield. I feel like you wouldn't really run this on anything besides a warrior. So yeah, so really, as far as the tendies, the Tendie gear goes itself, all of the rewards that you can get, I will say I'm a little split on this month. I do like that there's two different colors for these cloaks, these trappings, and especially for the ones with the hoods. I am for sure going to, and I'm going to do it just right now while I'm thinking about it. I am going to for sure buy both of these pieces. Since there's two different colors, I may wait a little bit on buying both of these. Maybe I'll come back and do this either. I probably wouldn't bother saving them, freezing them. But maybe I'll buy the other versions. Same with both of these. I could see myself coming back to buy both of these. I'm not going to spend the money right away. Spend the tendies right away. I think the thing that really kind of bums me out is, again, these mounts. I'm just not really feeling either of those mounts. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't know what artistic design is. I can see what they're kind of going for, and they're not bad looking mounts, but it's just not something that gets me terribly excited. The toy, again, not something I'm too interested in. I think really the only thing that really saves it, and I think where I'm going to be spending my money this month, is this ancestral cleft hoof. We actually no, I changed my mind. I think, at least for me, since I do so many Mythic Pluses, I actually do spend probably more time on ground mounts than I do on any of my flying mounts, because obviously we're using dragon riding throughout the whole expansion when we're going around anywhere. So having some nice new ground mounts is something that's worthwhile. So actually, I think because basically what I'm thinking is between these two mounts, getting the this bug Royal Swarmer's Reigns or the Ancestral Clefthoof, I think what I'm going to do is buy the Ancestral Clefthoof, and I'm actually going to go ahead and do it now. We'll keep this frozen just because I don't have anything else really worth bothering to freeze. I may come back later in the month and snag these things up, these small 100 things, but maybe I'll just save and see what the next month looks like. And so before we go, I also do want to check out real quick what the what the weekly reward is. Sorry, the what do you call it? The Traveler's Log end of the thing reward. Bones of the Blood Hunter. Okay, so that makes sense. For the Glory of Gahoon, that makes sense with why some of the items that they've been including. Well, let's. How do I? Let's see this a little closer. I'm actually kind of digging this Blood Troll attire. It looks here. Let's let's. I actually do like this. I like the gloves. These bracers maybe I would take off of the set. I'm never really a bracers fan though. I think they just add kind of too much bulk. I am digging these shoulders, the kind of curve, the 3 different kinds of curves, the blood spattering on them, and then I love this cloak. So even by itself, and even something, especially as a Tauren, it's hard to find nice boots, but those are actually kind of some nice little leg wraps. So yeah, so not the most awe-inspiring Traveler's Log reward, but definitely something that I'm looking forward to collecting once we complete our Traveler's Log. So yeah, so there is the trading post for this month. If I had to say, compare it to other months, certainly not my favorite. I think it's definitely saved by that Ancestral Cleft Hoof. If it wasn't that, I would be saying that I would be doing some very clickbaity post saying that this is the worst month of the trading post so far. I don't think that that's my takeaway though. I do think I would say it's a pretty average one. Again, I think that comes down to a couple of things, mostly my personal taste, not really being into the 2 other mounts the 2 flying mounts they included, as well as just a lot of the main rewards. They seem to be focused on, that one hand and shield combination, which, don't get me wrong, I could see it really working for some characters, especially for some warriors, maybe for some paladins, but not something that gets me too excited. So yeah, so thanks for watching. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for some more just casual, fun, laid-back healing content, and be sure to leave a comment. What did you think about the trading post this month? What did you end up buying? And until next time, take it easy.